What's happening, everybody? Welcome to the 4% Entrepreneur Show. We are live. And today I want to do a little bit different. We're going to do a little bit of a different show here today where I'm going to be answering your questions. We're going to do this from time to time, actually, moving forward as well, because a lot of people, email us with like, hey, what about that? Or how do I do this? And how do I do that? So what I thought we would do is once in a while, right? Maybe between like between sessions, or if we take a particular topic and we go into that topic, we will do a little pit stop to where we can just kind of banter back and forth here with questions. And my outcome here is just to answer your questions. So you can ask me anything live, right? Anything that's marketing related, traffic, conversions, business building, anything that I can answer for you, I will answer for you. Okay. So let's see who we got here. We've got Abdurazak. We've got you guys here on 4% Live. Let me take a look at the YouTubes here. By the way, hope you guys are doing great today. Do I read the YouTube? Amir, I will be glancing at YouTube today as well. So if you guys are on YouTube, you want to ask your questions, that would be cool too. So I'm going to go back and forth between YouTube and 4%.com. How many of you guys are here, right? You are watching this show and you don't have an account with 4%.com. Like, you have not created yourself an account with 4%. Okay, anybody like that? You make good mock-ups and graphic. I want to know how. Okay, I'll tell you that. I didn't sleep last night. Well, Phyllis didn't sleep. So last night we had a little insiders meeting, right? And it was a Zoom meeting, so it's not a public thing. It was a private thing, and we've announced some really cool stuff that we have been working on here with the 4%, the platform. So we have the 4% challenge for affiliate marketing that officially went live last night, right? So the systems are right now propagating with, you guys are currently in 4%, your account's getting updated. So if you are somebody, right, who, watching this and you are looking for a path, right? You're looking to master affiliate marketing specifically, because a lot of people have asked us, and this is what we see in the marketing, community right now that we serve anyways, is that a lot of people are like, dude, how do I win selling other people's programs, right? You don't have to create a program. You don't have to customer service it. You don't have to create this whole big company around a product or whatever the case might be. But how do you align yourself with other companies and other industries and other, programs and products, and how do you sell them as an independent affiliate, right? And build yourself a business, not just sell it as an affiliate. There's a lot of affiliates out there, right? And there's a difference between an affiliate and entrepreneur. Okay, entrepreneur. You guys write this down. I'm going to give you a couple ideas that that just kind of came to my head right now as it relates to entrepreneurship. And you guys take it for what it's worth, and then I'm going to get into the Q&A. So for the better portion of today's show, we're going to be answering questions. But I do want to get a couple ideas, over to you guys this is what I'm observing over the last, over 14 years now being in this industry and starting out myself from zero, right? Completely novice, did not know what a traffic even meant, on the internet. No idea about marketing or anything like that. And kind of the journey, right, that allowed me, or some people that I met on the journey along the way, a lot of the lessons that I've learned, a lot of mistakes that I've made, and then just kind of observing, right? Because I started out promoting somebody else's programs, and that's how I got my start. And then I was doing that, until I made my first, 7 figures. And then I started to get into my own things and, starting to teach. And now we have a big company, 4%, this is expanding, and we want to build this into a central hub for entrepreneurs. So essentially, multiple markets and different industries is going to grow. We have plenty to do for us for the next decade, if we stick to that vision, which is what we intend to do. But here's what I've noticed, right? I noticed that a lot of people muddy up the waters a little bit, when it comes to entrepreneurship, when it comes to affiliate marketing, when it comes to network marketing, when it comes to even e-commerce, right? And there is a big difference. If you sell a product, if I sell this phone, right? And if I have my e-commerce store, and if I operate my e-commerce store like, well, I just want to focus on selling a gadget, right? And that's my focus. Or if I'm selling a digital product as an affiliate marketer, or I'm promoting somebody else's company, well, my focus is just to get a sale. Well, you're acting and you're operating like an affiliate, right? And there is a huge fundamental difference in the way that you see yourself and your business and your setup and really what you're working towards and how you do it. It's not about what you do, it's how you do it, right? So those people that see themselves just as an affiliate, right? And worse yet, a lot of people are like, oh, I'm newbie. How do I do this? I'm a newbie. I've never made money. I'm a newbie, right? Somebody help me. They'll never build a significant business, ever. It will never happen, okay? So we need to start, like, shift your focus from seeing yourself just as an affiliate to see yourself as an entrepreneur, right? An entrepreneur is somebody who has control and calls their shots. Huge difference. Now, the question is how do you sell other people's products as an affiliate? Products you don't have to create, right? Products you don't have to deliver, right? You don't have to do a lot of the heavy lifting stuff. And how do you win as an affiliate? But more importantly, how do you build a business around that concept, around that idea? And so there is no training that actually teaches people how to do that from A to Z, literally everything. And it's just like baking a cake, right? I don't know if you guys are familiar with that concept, ladies, right? I don't. I just, that it's, I know good when it's, I can tell good when it's good, But there are ingredients, right? If success was just as simple as, hey, dude, just get a product and get a whole bunch of traffic, slam it to that product. And if that was the case, everybody would be rich, wealthy, right? Happy, and traveling the world and all that good stuff. But that's not the case, right? And so there is a process, there is a gap between where you are and where you want to be. And that gap is where most people get confused. And there is a lot of moving parts into that goes into that gap, right? A lot of people want to hear, stuff that make them feel good, such as, oh, it's not your fault. Oh, you gotta just come in here, we'll do all the work for you. And so these people always go rounds and rounds and rounds and never succeeding. Statistics don't lie, right? Numbers don't lie. You can't beat the numbers can't beat you. 96.5% of people in our space are failing miserably. They're going backwards. 4% succeeding. 4% generate about 96 or 97% of all the wealth, commissions, money that's being generated in this industry. And so for the first time ever, what we've done is we have created a program. It's a challenge. It's what it really is. It's a challenge, but it's a guided system. It's a system of guidance, right? How do you go from zero, from nothing, and how do you get on this path? And you're being challenged, right? How do you generate your first $10,000 in sales? Selling somebody else's product. You don't have to create a product. You don't have to build. You don't have to lease an office. You don't have to have a studio. You don't have to, invest a whole bunch of money in your business. But how do you do it? What's the process? How do you actually do it? All right. How do you get your first $10,000 in sales? Selling somebody else's product as an independent affiliate, running and building a business around that, right? And then how do you 10x that? How do you go to 100,000? And then how do you 10x that for you big thinkers? And so this is a commitment here. This is one of the central signature programs here that we have from the 4%, because this program, this 4% success challenge for affiliate marketing, we will create 1 million documented success stories with this program, with this challenge, okay? The reason that it's challenge is because we call it the challenge is because not everybody's gonna do it, okay? But here's the reality, anybody can do it. I believe anybody can do it. So, yeah, so we opened it up, yesterday. If you guys want to have access to it, be sure to register to the 4%. Create yourself an account. In the members area, you will see how to get your hands on it first, cut in the line, and then we're gonna open this up publicly in a major way, and we're gonna put millions and millions and millions of people through that program. If you guys are big thinkers, if you want to help spread the word and make a bigger impact in this industry and build yourself a real business by helping us get to our vision here in the 4%, it's going to take collaboration. It's going to take a lot of people working together to pull this off. I'm not going to do this all by myself, but I'm looking for partners, for people that are visionaries. And so it's not a business opportunity. You don't buy into a business opportunity. It's a decentralized, standalone training that teaches people how do you win. If you want to go to ClickBank, if you want to go to Amazon, if you want to promote JVZU products, if you want to promote other marketplaces that we are introducing people to, and we vet them out, right? And so we go pros and cons and everything. And you have options, right? You have so many products out there. There's almost $7 billion being paid out in affiliate marketing to affiliates per year. This does not include, network marketing. And let's see, looking at some of your comments here. Yeah, we'll be getting into questions in about like 5 minutes here, guys. Okay, still people coming in. So if this is something you're interested in, go ahead and create yourself an account to 4%.com. You can create yourself a free account. You will be able to get into the challenge and then, be an insider, because we're gonna have a lot of great things happening. So we've expanded collaborations. We announced yesterday we have expanded our resources. We're also creating our own marketplace, right, for entrepreneurs, to where we can control the products and we can like the products that we intend to put out there, right? This is one of the things that we are adamant about is quality. See, you can't fool anybody these days, right? There's two categories of people. There are people that are going for lowest hanging fruit, being delusional, right? There's a lot of people in our space right now watching this show, right? A lot of you guys are into like opportunities and stuff like that, and there's a huge difference between, do you like network marketing is a multi-billion dollar industry. Affiliate marketing is a multi-billion dollar industry, but so many people are buying into what's called compensation plans versus real products. Our focus is product-centric model, right? Product-centric, right? And how do you win? So we have an ecosystem, everything I teach here, we incorporate. So it's gonna be pretty awesome. Okay, so questions. Let's get into the questions here. I wanna see what you guys are all about. Okay, what questions we have. Let's see. Can we ask things about 4% challenge upgrade? Donna Lavette, sounds like if that's okay, so if you guys are in 4%, if you have a support related question, okay, I just posted an update in the 4% members area regarding the propagation of the updates, this new upgraded system that we have. So please check that, and if you have support related questions, your best bet to go to 4%, log in, and just chat with support people. They're there 24/7 for you via live chat, or email support@4%.com to get your support related questions answered. I wanna answer questions that would be beneficial to entrepreneurs, whether they're in 4% or not, as it relates to building a business and that kind of stuff, okay? Okay, let's see. So busy, looking through your comments. Vic, when can we start promoting the challenge and other products? So Abdurazak, you guys are good to go. Again, in 4%, check my latest update on for insiders, and you have your question answered there. I want to keep this more generic to more of the outside, community of the entrepreneurs and stuff like that. Okay, questions. So I saw a question. Okay, will there be a product in 4%, how to start a real business like you did, creating products as well as resources you use? So, amen. I started out promoting other people's products, okay? I believe this. Here's my fundamental belief. I believe that if you cannot create success selling somebody else's product, it will be nearly impossible for you to create success selling your own stuff, okay? Because it's a lot more difficult for you to build your own company, your own product. Selling somebody else's product is like learning how to ride a bicycle with your training wheels on. You know what I mean? I mean, you can't really go wrong with that. You don't have to invest a ton of money on product and test this idea out publicly. You already align yourself with products that are in high demand. But what you need to understand is you need to understand marketing skills. Okay, marketing skills. How do you sell it better, and how do you create systems around it, and how do you build you in the process? Okay, step number one. Step number two is, as you're doing that, then you will find yourself, then you'll be like, all right, I am naturally good at whatever area, right? So every entrepreneur, I believe, we need to be clear on what's our magic power, right? What is the one thing that we're really, really good at? Like, I'm terrible at technical stuff, right? That's why I hire people to do technical and I pay them. But I'm really good at systems creation. I'm really good at traffic generation, because these are the areas that I mastered, and this is something I enjoy doing, right? So that's my strong point. I'm really good at breaking down, taking complex topics like how do like success and engineering conversions and all this marketing stuff. How do I take that topic that most people overcomplicate, and then break it down to step by step by step by step, so that anybody can follow that, right? So like I'm naturally good at that kind of stuff. Again, whatever you will be good at. Now, as far as like teaching you how to do that, there will be products like that. But it will be more for advanced people that want to really build, take their game to another level and really start making your own difference, okay? But I started promoting other people's products, and then I ventured down into starting to teach people. You build a little bit of a following in the beginning. You should be building a following right away. Like even if you're promoting other people's programs, start building your following immediately. And you do that by first collecting your list, right? Email subscribers, so you got to build your list. And then communicate with your list, and all that obviously I teach in the 4% Success Challenge is how do you build a following, because when you go and launch your product, you want to have a community around your name, right? Not the product that you're promoting, but really around your name, and then it's going to be a lot easier for you to launch a product. So these are stepping stones. So if you guys are going through the challenge, for example, it will set you up by default. It will prepare you to fly if you are, when you're ready to launch your own stuff. You already have a community, people that pay attention to you, and you will separate yourself from the masses. And then when you launch your product, you can have that much faster success, okay? What is the biggest and bestest secret in your life that you became very successful entrepreneur? Abdurrazak, that's a great question. The biggest and bestest secret to your life that you became very successful entrepreneur. I made a lot of mistakes in the beginning, and I learned from my mistakes. And I tell you this, I was just blessed enough to have the right person come into my life. That's it. I started out, I failed for the first 8 months. I was following the crowd. I was following what everybody else was doing. I was watching what the sheep was doing, and I was like, I guess I got to do that because everybody's doing this. So I was promoting other people's stuff, right, and was trying to jam it with traffic like everybody else was doing. And I was just like everybody else. There was no difference between me and somebody else. And then the right person came into my life. There was a few people that came into my life. One guy, I learned a lot from a guy by the name of T. Harv Eker, right? T. Harv Eker, and he taught me. He opened my eyes on I read his book, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. That's where I got my start on the difference between successful people and broke people, right? Rich and poor. There's difference between how people think. I'm like, dude, I find myself thinking a lot like the poor people were thinking. And so how you think, you behave, right? And so what you do, you get a certain result. And so that result kind of, it strengthens your belief into whatever you believe in anyways. So I started to really see the difference. And I'm like, I got to do more of the rich, people's thinking and behaviors and stuff like that. And then I came across people like Bob Proctor that really, like inner success became first before outer success. When I was broke, you guys, when I was in debt, tremendously, and I started to retrain my mindset, really started to understand the differences between how successful people think versus how failures and broke people think, right? And I started to adopt more of the success mindsets. I got to the point to where on the surface, monetarily, I had nothing to show for. I was in debt. It was crazy. It was ridiculous, desperate, But in that stage, you could not convince me I wasn't already making $1 million a year. You could not convince me. You got yourself so, I got myself so charged up, and that carried me through all the obstacles. And then, I learned direct selling from, I learned from several people, directly and indirectly. Dan Kennedy, I learned a lot from him in terms of direct selling stuff, and so the secret there is no secret. The secret is you gotta follow. You gotta have a mentor. That's the big one. Mentor, and make sure that your mentor is at least doing 10 times the amount of revenue that you are aspiring to do. So if I wanted to make $20,000 a month, okay, I was learning from somebody who was making $200,000 a month. And this is, I can tell you this, you guys, as clear as day. If somebody is at 20K a month, there is no way in the world that person will teach you how to make 20K a month. No way. It's a 10x trickle down, okay? You might hit 2,000 a month, okay? So if you want to get to a certain income, make sure that whoever you're learning from is at least 10 times that amount, okay? And then just do a bunch of mistakes fast and learn from your mistakes and never give up, you guys. That's really it, So that is that. What if you lost everything today, and how would you build again? What things would you do? Let's learn for today's session. Okay, so Ayman, okay, here's the thing. If I lost everything today, okay, take away possessions, take away the list, take away the money, take away everything I've got, right? Here is something that nobody can take away from me, is what is in my head. Nobody can take that away, okay? I can tell you guys this. There is 3 problems that I see that most entrepreneurs are making. 3 big problems, okay? 3 big problems. Number 1 is most entrepreneurs have what I call a messed up thinking, okay? A messed up thinking. Here's what I mean by that. A messed up thinking is like this. People think that, well, I want to be successful, so for me to feel successful, I think I gotta earn, $20,000 a month, okay? And so they're chasing this number. They're chasing this $20,000 a month, not realizing that really what's behind that number. This is just a scorecard. So for me to get that, for me to get a certain score in golf, I've gotta improve my game, right? So the process of earning that 20K. This is the process of setting the goals and stuff. I learned this early on. The goal is important, but what's really important than the number is who you become in the process. It's really who you become in the process. So my thinking should be right kind of thinking, and that is this: your income will rise to your personal development and your value that you deliver. So for me to raise my income, I've got to raise myself. That nobody can see, nobody can feel. This is just, it's myself, right? So it's my personal value. That's why I could never generate the money that I wanted to generate, because I had a limiter in my head. You can see that, you cannot touch it, you cannot smell it, you cannot taste it, you can't see, it's invisible, right? But that thing blocking your success, like 99% of the time, that's the biggest problem. So your income rises to your personal development and the value. So if I would lose everything, I would do exactly what I'm teaching in the 4% challenge, precisely, because that's the path that I'm taking people through, literally. So what is that? I'm going to break it down for you guys, right? It's working on your paradigms, because people don't become successful by chance. They become successful by design. So we got to design our success. So paradigms is critically important, right? Changing the way that you behave and think and see yourself, because everything else will follow. Your actions will follow. Your confidence will be cultivated, and as you cultivate your inner self, your outer actions will be there by default, and then your money just a scorecard. So I teach all that, and then you got to develop skill sets that make you valuable in the marketplace. So the community that I serve, right, or whatever community that you serve, what are the core key skill sets that you need to develop to become more valuable in that community, whatever that is. So if I'm in insurance, what are my core skill sets? It's product knowledge, right? Knowing the product, and then also people skills. That's it. People skills. If I know what I'm doing, if I believe in the product, and I'm working with people, let's say in insurance, right? Or real estate, and I'm good with people, because really every dollar is going to come with people, from people, right? And I make myself valuable. How do I make myself valuable to my prospect? Well, what is he looking for? He's looking for protection, right? If I die, something happens to me, I want to make sure that the family is taken care of and all that good stuff. So it's understanding, how do I deliver to him what he wants? How do I become more valuable to him? And it's not by shoving product down his throat. He can do that. He can buy it from anybody else. So if I can learn, how do I become valuable to my prospect, to that human that I'm trying to serve, how to deliver value to him, right? And so that's a very important thing. And you apply it to any market, any industry. And so if you lose everything, if you understand that process, you'll get your money back, in no time. They say, I heard this from, I don't remember who said this, but You guys probably have heard this saying too. You know, if you take all the money in the world, right, all the wealth in the world, and you divide it equally across everybody else, everybody in the world, countries, everybody gets equal amount, right? In a very short time, the money will be back in the same people's pockets. Okay? So with that thinking, you've got to ask, right, how come? You know, and it all comes down to what's here. So that's what we're trying to do here, you guys, with 4%, and especially with the 4% Success Challenge, is to take people, put people on a path, and help them change their thermostat when it comes to, you know, marketing, self-image, paradigms, and also teach them marketing skills that really make them valuable, and at the same time teach them real skills that make them, you know, a true entrepreneur. And you can't lose with it. Once you have that, nobody can take it away from you. Nobody. Once you learn how to ride a bicycle, you can get on any bike and you can ride it, right? So that's that. Okay, let's see other questions here. 100% true, becoming the process. I have noticed. Okay, there are comments. Okay, let's see. Vic, I love how you streamline your business activities and are very productive. You recently mentioned that you don't focus too much on technicalities, but more on strategy and driving the vision forward. Will you please explain upon any additional tips? Will you please expand upon any additional tips on how amateur affiliate can adopt this way of thinking to make rapid progress and become a true entrepreneur? So I started out doing everything myself, you know, everything myself. But I started out, you know, okay, so you mentioned that affiliate marketer, right? So if you're promoting somebody else's product, I can tell you what I did. The only thing that I did in the beginning that, okay, so when I was failing, I was doing what everybody else was doing. I had a company, I had this product I was promoting from a company, and you know, it was a replicated website, and it wasn't even a landing page, it was just a website, and we would just jam it with traffic. We would post like on Craigslist and Backpage back in those days, and everywhere you can think of, right? Guerrilla marketing type traffic. I had no idea about traffic generation, so I really did not do anything different than anybody else. But my results were zero. I did not make a single dollar doing that, you know. And then my mentor said, "Hey, you got to separate yourself." So then what I've done is I have invested in getting myself a designer who created myself a unique landing page for me. So my landing page, so I was promoting this program, right? I was promoting this. This is going to be important for you guys. And again, we're going to, you know, we dive deep into this. So this was a product, okay? This was a product I was promoting. It was somebody else's product. And my first thing is we would jam it. This was a sales page, not even a landing page. Nobody built a list. I did not have a list. So I would pay money, you know, sometimes I would free traffic, guerrilla marketing style, just jam it. But here's the reality, okay? Everybody, all of these other people were doing the same thing, okay? All of these other people were trying to promote similar product. And a lot of these people here, okay, let me just represent it like this. So a lot of these people got their traffic from this pond over here. Okay, let's just represent this pond. Like back in those days, it was a lot of solo ads. It was a lot of posting on traffic exchanges and all that good stuff, right? And so I would go over here, you know, this was me, and I would fish over here. And I would try to get some of this traffic, some of these visitors, you know, through my link that I posted over here. I would try to get them onto this site. But so were all of these guys, okay? All of these guys were doing the same thing. And so I was no different. So I was fishing in the same pond, trying to talk to the same people here, promoting the same thing. And you know, if this guy already saw this page from this guy, and then he saw it from me, there is no, like, he's like, dude, I already seen it. I don't resonate with it. There is no difference. So it's like whoever gets lucky. And so what I did is I created myself a different landing page. Okay, I went over here and I said, hey, everybody, instead of your attention going here, hey, look here. And this was a unique landing page, okay, that talked about what these guys wanted over here, okay? And so it was generic. It did not talk about this product, and I took him out, and I took him into my list, right? And then I took him here to this product. Now, with my list, this is where I first got introduced to a concept of building a list, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is different. And now I have like 30 people on my list that actually like subscribe to my landing page over here with my marketing efforts. Like, this thing is working, right? So A, what it did for me was it got me confidence, right? It's like, dude, you got like an audience, like 30 people. Imagine putting 30 people in a room and you have to stand in front of 30 people and give, and talk. I mean, if you've never done it before, you might get a little bit nervous, right? So that gave me like this, this inner confidence, like, hey, something is working here. I'm still making zero, not a single sale, right? But you couldn't convince me I wasn't already a millionaire, because I got myself saturated. My mind was saturated with success, and I was constantly listening to success stories, rags to riches, and people that are making it. Any thought or any idea of it not working, I just tuned out deliberately. Like, consciously, I just tuned out, right? And so I had these people here on my list, and what I would do is I would send them here, but I would not focus on this, right? And I would, I would invite them to, I would send them an email saying, hey guys, I'm doing this teleconference call on Friday, dial in this number, and I'm gonna tell you how I got, because these guys wanted to do what I was doing. It was a little schemy thing, back in the day. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna teach you how I got 30 subscribers. And I just taught them how I got 30 subscribers. They did not know it was my first 30 ever, right? We got on the conference call, and I would talk like there was 3,000 people there, but I would really care about these guys, really genuinely. You can't fake it. People smell phony a mile away, and so I started to talk to these guys, and then one of them was like, hey dude, I want to do what, I want to join that deal that you're promoting. I don't recommend this model, by the way, anymore, right? I don't recommend promoting the deal, because you're really limiting yourself. But that's how I started. And so I hired, long answer to your question, but hopefully I want to put it in the context here for you guys, as well as kind of weave in some value here as well from the, for beginners. But I hired a designer to create this landing page for me, because I did not know how to design. We did not have ClickFunnels back then. We did not have all these other tools that we now have, So I paid this guy some money, and then I hired somebody to host it for me, because I didn't no idea how to host it or anything. So I had somebody made the site for me, and then I had another guy. I paid him a little bit of money to host it for me, and the money I did not have. I was doing that on borrowed money. I did not have it, And then for the teleconferences, I just used freeconferencecall.com. There was no extra cost there. It's free. Sign up, get yourself a number. People call in, and I did it by sheer push and grind, right? And then I made my first sale, and I started to really the secret there, you guys, was connecting with my list. It's building a list and then connecting with my list through value. In that process, I learned some things, right? So now I have this thing called awareness that I started to cultivate. I have a belief. I'm charged up, right? So like, I have this invisible power that people can feel. Forget about lack of my results, okay? And so what I'm focusing on is I'm focusing on becoming more valuable to my market. What's my market? It's not this. That's not my market, okay? I just get attention here. My market becomes these people. These 30 people that got on my list, these 20 people, right? The 5 subscribers you got, that's your market. So your job is to identify key areas, right? Where can you be or become more valuable to your market? A big mistake and a big thing that people make, or big mistake that people make in our space, is they think, oh, my market is out there, it's just, it's all these people out there. No, that's not your market, dude. Your market is the 2 people that got on your list. That's your market. So find out how you can best serve them, and then you'll be able to serve 4 people, and then 40 people, and then 100 people, and before you know it, you'll have 1 sale. And then that becomes your customer, but you still cultivate this. And so as I did that, I went from 0 to my first 5,000, 10,000, 30,000, and then I'm like, all right, this thing is working. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start to expand things a little bit, right? So still promoting affiliate deal, I created and started to invest and create systems around what I was doing. So I created a little replicated system to do what I was doing, to allow my members, my customers, okay, people that whatever they wanted to do, I wanted to give them an opportunity to do that better and more effectively. Again, stemming from my experiences, right? What helped me? Again, I have a perspective. I have an experience now. So never teach from theory, right? You got to teach from experience, and that's how you get the best. That's how you get the best following and all that stuff. And so then I started to think about systems. Okay, how do I systematize what I'm doing? And then you become more efficient. So in the beginning, I'll tell you this: when I would build this, when people would opt into my list. And again, all of this stuff, you guys, I'm teaching you in the 4% Success Challenge for affiliate marketing, and it's not just like theory stuff. Like I'm telling you now, I'm literally showing you. Okay, let's build this out. Okay, so whatever you're promoting, the product doesn't matter, But what matters is the industry. What matters is your strategy. Because if I'm doing this, back then I only had one product to promote. It was not multiple streams of income. It was just one thing. Right now, what I'm teaching is multiple streams of income. You got to compound your efforts, right? You got to compound your return on the hours and the dollars that you invest. And so, it's like you stand behind my shoulder and watch me do this stuff. Let's set it up. Let's connect this to this. Here's how you do it. Here is the recommended autorespond. Here's what to look for. All that good stuff. Let's find a product. Here's how you do it. Here's how you get your first subscriber. Here's what you tell them. Here's how you connect with them. Here's why you got to say this and this and this. Here's the psychology, here's the concept, and here's why, right? So as you're doing that, not only are you getting the result, but you're also understanding why you're doing that, so that you can become independent, stand on your own 2 feet without depending ever on anybody. Does that make sense, everybody? Okay, so yeah, and then you just, you build from there and you systematize the process, and then you turn it into, a little operation, and you don't want to work in your business, you want to work on your business, and that's how you go. So right now, you guys, I don't touch technology. I don't do that. We have a team, and right now my focus is vision, right? So my job is I ask myself every day, how can we create more success stories? How can we help people break through? How? You can't fake it nowadays. You can't. You got to be genuine, and people can see it, right? So yeah. All right, other questions. Let's go through them. Big question. Tell me, what exercise besides listening to The Strangest Secret and all did you do to suppress your subconscious mind to become successful and have a burning desire? David, I listen a lot to the Rags to Riches. I mean, that was my thing that got me, pumping. That got me off my, got me out of the pity party sometimes that we all have. You know what I mean? So I would listen to people that have that overcame tremendous difficulties, health-wise, business, financial, and I'm like, dude, if that guy had it that bad, and they became so successful, it instilled this sense of belief in myself, this sense of expectation that if somebody else did it, I can do it, and that helped me a lot, Okay. Let's see, questions. Vick, if I want to create my own product, how do I do research for demand to know what product I create? Okay, if you want to create your own product, that's a good question you asked. So don't create a product just because you want to create a product or a particular product. You want to make sure that you find a demand. How do you find a demand? Is you be part of the community. So if you're in the entrepreneurs community, right, you can survey people, you can just observe what's going on, what people are talking to or about, right, and you find out what the need is. So your product, if your product will be best, most successful is when it fills a certain void or delivers a certain outcome for people, right? So you solve challenges. How do we win as entrepreneurs? We solve challenges. The bigger the challenge we can solve, the more money you get paid, right? If you're small, if you solve tiny little challenges, you get paid tiny. So find out what are the big challenges that you can solve, and you can put your stake in the ground. You can say, you know what, this is my territory. I'll tell you about me, right? So when I, as I was doing this entrepreneur stuff, right? My mentor said, Vick, two things you gotta learn how to do, non-negotiable: traffic and converting traffic into sales. That's it. When it comes to marketing, this is your marketing umbrella. Get traffic, learn how to convert that traffic. Nothing else really matters. You can sell any product if you understand those two things. So I became a traffic and conversions student deliberately. I did not care about teaching that stuff. I did it for myself, right? And as I was doing that, see, later on, I'm like, dude, most people are struggling with traffic and conversion. So my product, the first product that I created, was around that concept, right? But I was a part of the community long enough. I was able to solve that for myself because, I listened to my mentor. And then that turned into a product and then eventually a company. And this is a big division that we have here in the 4%, is traffic, teaching people traffic generation at the point that nobody else really teaches, and that's, one of the products that we created. Another thing is, again, looking at the community here, how we created the latest product here that we just launched out, the 4% Success Challenge for affiliate marketing, is the demand. People don't need more information. People can Google information. We're not lacking information. You can watch any video on YouTube. In fact, you don't have to buy a single product for the rest of your life. I don't care what industry you're in. You don't have to buy another product ever. You don't have to buy none of my products ever. You see what I'm saying? You can just go to YouTube and find anything that you need on any topic for free. All right? Now, if that was the answer, if information was the answer, everybody would know what to do. But that's not the case. So what do we really need? We don't need more information. We have information overload. What we need is direction, right? And that's why you pay money. Why do you pay money for, why we come out with the products, the Success Challenge for affiliate marketing? You will find, a la carte, all these individual concepts and ideas. Dude, I teach this, I talk about it, but it's, piece over here, piece over here, piece over here, piece. All those individual pieces, you will find. It's just like baking a cake. Dude, you can go and, and you can buy a flour over here and a strawberry over here and, some water, eggs, whatever else you need, like individual components. But what you're really paying for is for somebody to tell you, look, dude, first thing you do this, you pour this in here, and then you put this ingredient, and then you stir it up, and then you put it in the oven. It's like it's the direction, right? And that's what you're really paying money for. And so, the best product that you can ever create is something that would solve the biggest challenge for most people. Okay? Okay, let's see here. Vick, you are awesome. I have learned a lot from you in the time that I have been involved with 4%. Okay, my question is, where in the 4% back office do we find a link for you to say sometimes doorway to enter the 4% platform? Thank you for your time. Okay, Carl, so the 4% is a platform. 4% is like, it's a product-centric hub. It's a hub for entrepreneurs, and it's gonna be crazy big. It's gonna be, we're going to be in multiple industries. We want to make sure that this is a central place that any entrepreneur, any business owner can find to get inspired, to collaborate with other people that are success-minded, going in the direction of success, right? To get the right trainings for what they need, what they do, to help them do that better, okay? And then get the right resources, collaborations, connections, ideas, and all that stuff. Eventually, we're going to do events and local meetups, and it's going to be a movement. Okay, that's the vision anyway. So that's what we're working towards, and it will never end. It will never stop. It will always evolve. So you're talking about. So first of all, how do you get involved with the 4%? You don't this is not an opportunity, right? So what you guys can do is, if you don't have an account with 4%, simply go to 4%.com, create yourself a free account. You just register, like going to iTunes, right? Like going to Amazon. You just create yourself an account. So when you create an account, you become an insider. You will be able to log into the members area, and you will see what's going on in the members area. Then here's the question: what do you want to do? Okay, and so we're right now perfecting a system to where it will be a guidance within the members area, within the hub. It's like, all right, I want to learn, or I want to build myself as an entrepreneur in affiliate marketing, and then the system will tell you, will point you in the right direction. Okay, so if you need a direction in how do you build a business promoting somebody else's product as an independent affiliate, then the 4% Success Challenge for affiliate marketing is your answer to your prayers. Is the only thing that you need to focus on. Forget anything else, forget everything else. Focus on that one thing, get yourself enrolled in a challenge, and just do your daily tasks. That's it. So you watch a video, just whatever the assignment tells you that particular session, every single day. It's bite sizes, right? And it walks you through a path. Don't focus on anything else. You don't have to diversify your attention. You want to be focused, right? So and just literally dedicate yourself, follow the challenge as if your life depends on it. That's it. Really, really simple. So we're taking a complex topic like how do I succeed in affiliate marketing, simplify it down to the ridiculous, and we get it to the point to where literally people don't have to look anywhere else. Like you will not be missing any other information as it relates to helping you succeed massively in the area that you're looking to master. So if it's affiliate marketing, everything that matters and necessary, the challenge will tell you, okay, you need to open up, you need to build a list. So hey, here are autoresponders. Create yourself an account. If you don't have it, here's a list of autoresponders we recommend. Create yourself an account. Boom, do that, okay? It doesn't, okay, so it takes you step by step, all right? That is that. So hopefully that answers your question. If we have people, okay, questions. Can anybody help me? My Google account is on pause and I don't know why. How can I take pause off? It doesn't stop me from, okay. Thelma, if you have issues with Google, I would probably contact Google. I'm not sure. You make good mockups and graphics. I want to know, please. This is my man. Okay, amen. So if you want to have good mockups, you can go to Canva. Okay, Canva.com. It's a good site that I use. I also use Shutterstock. Okay, .com, and those are two sites that I use to make my graphics personally if I want to make them. But if I really want to go fancy, I have, I go to a professional graphics designer and stuff like that. So, yep, that's that. Questions? The first challenge is to earn 10,000. Is it possible to earn 10,000 a month in 30 to 60 days? It is possible, Donna, yes. However, you go at your own pace, right? So it's a guidance system, but you go at your own pace. So if it takes you 3 days to get yourself set up with an autoresponder, again, the challenge teaches you and tells you exactly everything without leaving any stone unturned, what you need to do, what you need to focus on, gives you assignment per day so that you're never overwhelmed, you're never confused. And then you take that task and you do that task. So if it takes you a day, boom, you're done with it and move on. If it takes you a couple days, you just go at your own pace. So we're never rushing you. We don't actually put time restraints on it. So yeah. But is it possible? Yes, it is possible. Will it be easy? Probably not. If you're a beginner just getting started, it depends what product you're promoting. It depends if you have yourself set up with multiple streams of income so you compound your results. In sales. For the amount of work that I'm doing now, I want to get my return to be compounded, right? So if I can get one customer, one sale, but that one sale can breed multiple sales for me later on, over the next week or so, that's obviously a smarter way to go. So how do I find fancy designer? Okay, Amon, you can go to freelance. What is it? Odesk.com. You can go to no, not Odesk, but Upwork. You can go to Upwork.com. You can go to 99designs.com. You can go to there's a guy on Facebook, Rocky Vega. He does he did a few designs for me. Love his work. Great guy. Good to work with. And also, if you have an account with 4%, we have a whole resources section that is currently being propagating with this update that we launched out yesterday. And it will have like pretty much every resource that you can ever think about as it relates to, you know, industry, your topic, whatever it is that you're looking for. It will be there with specific, you know, precise recommendations. So you'll be able to find it there. Is there a replay of last night's meeting? Yes, friend, log into the members area and then go to the news and announcements, and then there is a, I just posted right before going live here, I posted a replay there, you can watch it. Okay. If we send out people from a list to our blog, do we need separate landing page and squeeze a page and separate activity in our list this way? If some, okay, so Cameron, if you have people on your list, okay, they're already on your list and you want to send them out to your blog, there is no need for them to resubscribe. Now what you can do, because they're already on your list, like it's not like, you know, it's not like you want them to re-opt in or anything. So what you do is you engineer effortless engagement, right? That's kind of the name of the game. So here's what I can do. Depending on what you're using for your autoresponder, okay, most autoresponders nowadays, what they allow you to do is if I have my list, okay, and I email people, okay, I send out this email and I say, hey everybody, I just posted something on my blog, okay, I posted a video, a value video, and then it talks about whatever, and then maybe you do a little call to action with a little link over here, okay, with a little link, okay, and then this link takes them out to a product that you're promoting. But what you're doing is this can serve as a value add, this can serve as an asset, as a marketing asset, because what you can do is you can make a post on your blog. This is your hub. That's what eStage and eStage Academy teaches you and all that stuff. Really, really important. And again, that's what I teach in the challenge precisely. So what you do is you want to engineer high engagement with your list. If you send people like this, right? So if you send people straight to the thing that you're promoting, you just hammer, 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 your conversion rates are going to be 2%, or open rates will be 2%, 1%. People will hate you. Nobody's going to pay attention to you. Because these guys are getting hammered. If they're on your list, they're on everybody else's list. Okay, a lot of people's list. So the strategy here is this. You know, if your goal is to, if your goal is to make 20K, all right, who do you need to become? You need to become a person worthy of that 20K that you desire. How do you do that? Okay, money follows your personal growth and the value that you deliver to your marketplace. What's your marketplace here in this example? List. So how do I become valuable? How do I deliver value? Because this will follow my value, right? Again, that's what you need to learn. That's where you need to immerse yourself, get focused, and become more valuable. Okay? Now, so my strategy here is in my autoresponder. So hopefully you guys don't mind that I take, that I answer these questions in a long format, because I can just give you an answer, but most people won't get it. I'm trying to weave in some content. Okay. Are we back? Okay, we're back, everybody? Ha! We fixed it, man! Hold on. We had a little... YouTube kicked us out. We got right back on, man, and we kept the same stream. Okay, so we're good? Okay, great. Nice. I did not think that same stream would be continuous. Ha! That's nice. Okay, so check it out. Okay? So what I'm doing is I'm cultivating my list by delivering value, and I want to stand head and shoulders, above my competition. Because if this guy is on my list, he might be on 50 other marketers' lists, and 49 of them will be hammering the product. I forget about the product. What's the product? It's a means to an end. I don't care about the product, dude. Yeah? What you want is what the product can get you. That's what this guy wants. So me being smart dude I am, the 4%er, okay, like you will be, okay, you want to make sure that you make a connection between this guy, your prospect, and the result that he is looking for that your product happened to deliver. It's just a means to an end. And so what I do in this video here in the content piece is I don't even care about the product. In fact, you can say, dude, don't even worry about the product. Tell him that up front. What you really talk about is you talk about this. And that's where you make a strong bond with him, because this guy is like, hey, everybody's telling me about this. This dude right here from this, email that I'm getting, he's talking to me about this, and that's what I really, really, really want. So if you can deliver to him good content, not long content, strategies, appetizers, right? Like ideas. And that's my philosophy, you guys, is this. If whatever product you're promoting, if this is your product, you need to be the product of the product. Why? Because you will never be able to make this connection right here if you have no idea what you're promoting. If you're promoting for the opportunity to make money, just to make money, you will be like everybody else, making no money. Yeah? So that's where you gotta adopt that philosophy is, dude, don't promote stuff that you don't know and you don't believe in truly in your heart of hearts. Money is a secondary, just a scorecard. You want to build yourself solid. And the only way you do that is go deep, right? Don't just focus on surface level stuff. Go to core. And that's where you convert, that's where your open rates will go from like 2%, like most people, to 30, 40, 50, 60%. Okay? Because your people are looking for your next email because they're looking for the next piece of value. Yeah? So what I do is I don't, if I send him this email, again, we're getting to the answer to your question right now, to the thing that I was going to talk to you about. So if this guy is already on my list and I send him to my blog, I don't want him to opt in again here because he is already on my list. However, what I may do is I might create, because not everybody, if I send an email, let's say if I send 10,000 emails, okay, if I have a list of 10,000 people here on my list, and I email 10,000 people, not everybody will click on my link. Not everybody will get my email, right? Not everybody will see this. So what I can do in my autoresponder, there's a little bit technical side of things right now, is I can create what's called dynamic behavioral response mechanism. So it's like if-then. So Infusionsoft has that. I think Aweber has that. I think GetResponse has that now. Maripol, all the major players, convert. And we talk about this in the challenge, and I help you set it up in I show you how to do it. So this way you will know, okay, I had 300 people clicked and saw this email, right? And then I had 250 actually clicked on the video, okay? So then I can be smart in my marketing, because I don't want to, I don't want to send a follow-up email to these same people talking about the same thing if they already saw that, right? So you're kind of segmenting them out. And so I can do that in my autoresponder. So then, I know that, let's say if these were my stats, well, there is 9,700 people that never got here. So I can email them later, maybe in 2 days, 3 days, or a week. I can remonetize the same content, right? The same value piece, but I exclude these guys that took action. So I'm pushing more people into that list, and so you're just optimizing your process, and the whole thing can be optimized so that you don't even touch it. You can literally program it in a way with your autoresponders, and that's how you do it. Okay, so that's the answer to your question. Okay, everybody. So look, we've been here for an hour. Let's see if I have any one more good question here that I can answer, and then we're gonna give it a reps. Has this been helpful, you guys? Did you get a nugget or two? Are these Q&A? Do you guys want to do more of these Q&A sessions? Or do you prefer like a standalone topic, right? Again, we can do both. But if you guys like the Q&A stuff, we can do it from time to time. We can do an open platform where you can just ask me questions. Okay. Look, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, wherever, and if you really need if you truly sick and tired, if you're done with messing around, if you're done with settling for average, being mediocre, you're like, dude, I'm done. I had enough, and I'm done buying product after product, trying to figure this thing out. If you just need a path, 4% challenge for affiliate marketing is the answer to your prayer, is the thing that you have been looking for, is the thing that will change your life. Okay, right now it's $49 a month. It's $1.60 a day. Okay. My wife likes to go to cafe and drink lattes. I think she pays $3 and $3.80 or something like that for a little small cup of latte. That's way less. That's like half than that, right? So it's affordable for everybody. We deliberately made it affordable because we're looking for success stories. And if you see yourself as somebody that is ready for the challenge, it's not a walk in the park. It's a challenge, right? That's why most people won't even be brave enough to take the challenge. They'll be like, dude, just teach me how to make money. But the answer, like if you're praying for a miracle and the miracle shows up in your life and you don't have awareness enough to realize that and recognize the miracle or the answer that you have been praying for, and you just continue to pray, right? Most people don't even have the awareness to recognize when the answer comes to them. But if you're somebody who is like, dude, this is for me, I feel it, I want to dedicate myself, I'm gonna become a success story, go ahead and enroll yourself in the 4% Success Challenge for affiliate marketing. It will change your life. It will change you as an entrepreneur. It will put you on a path to massive, massive success. It will help you build a real solid, unshakable business, multiple streams of income. Everything that I preach, everything that I do is there. Okay? Everybody, I appreciate you. Be great. Regardless of what you decide to do, I wish you all the best and tremendous, tremendous success. If I can be of help for you, I'm here. Until next time, be a 4%er. See you guys.